It's 6 o'clock at KMGT.
I'd like to think so.
Bringing you the best mix of music and more. We had a winner yesterday.
This is Amy Wolf.
Amy, where do you live?
I live in Fort Worth.
Congratulations!
And more winners all week long.
The Mix 102.9 Summer Safari Sweepstakes continues.
Checking in on SkyMix traffic.
Southbound I-35 Simmons from Empire Central all the way into the downtown Dallas area.
Today's weather, high 95, low near 75, high tomorrow 92.
Mix 102.9.
Hi, I'm Brent Anderson. And what you just saw and heard was a tough sequence of live events made simple with the new Access digital system. Access is the first all-digital system designed for live jocks. Not only does Access replace all your old audio cart machines, it gives you the tools to run your station with the ease and dependability you need in live situations. Now, at your fingertips, you have the power to run your station exactly the way you want to. Live inserts, talk shows, music, jingles, commercials, and satellite music feeds. All of these can be run very easily by Access. Even if your programming schedule changes every day, Access can handle it with no problem. Sure, Access can run your radio station, but can your people run Access? That's the beauty of the system. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All the important information you need is right here on the screen. The three colored boxes on the upper right side show you what's playing and what's coming up next. For instance, I like to think of the green box as being at bat. It shows the current song you're playing. In this case, River of Dreams by Billy Joel. The blue box is on deck. That is, it shows what's coming up next. As you can see, we've programmed a jingle to play next. The red box stands for In the Hole. The song we program here will follow what's in the blue box. Pretty simple, right? The four control buttons are as big and obvious as we could make them. Start, stop, stop after, and fade. So, going back to our example, if you want River of Dreams to stop after it finishes playing, then press the stop after button. Or if you want it to fade out, just press the fade button like this. As you can see, Access is easy to operate. You can always use the touch screen, mouse, or keyboard for any command. Let's talk a little bit about what's on the left side of the screen, the log. Now, sometimes the log is just a list of songs and commercials. Sometimes it will contain other programming elements. It may even show notes to the operator of what is in that day's programming. Now, wouldn't it be nice if all this information was combined into one log? And even better, if that log could be seen on the same screen that controls the spots, jingles, and music. Well, that's exactly what Access does for you. As you can see, the colored bars here match the three play boxes, showing you at a glance the status of your log. Then, the rest of your log follows, listing the upcoming events. In the control panel in the lower left-hand side of the screen are function buttons that give you complete control of the system. The button with the pencil on it is the edit button. Press it and we go inside the log. The button with the waveform on it is for the digital audio pick list. The CD button is for the music pick list. And the one with the arrows is the go-to button, taking you to any point on the log for the next event to play. The bottom row of buttons let you perform other functions, such as changing modes, getting system information, switcher control, and moving to the production screen, which we'll talk about a little later. With Access, we've never lost sight of your needs as a live operator. That's why the Access screen looks the way it does, a clean display that makes sense. Can you imagine a completely paperless control room? Neither can I. But Access comes close to making it a reality. Take all those 3x5 cards, weather forecast, promos, and any other live copy you might need and show them on the monitor. What you'll get then is a document of your broadcast day, as simple and complete as you want it to be. We all know there's no such thing as a typical radio station. Every station does its own thing in its own way. That's where Access excels. It doesn't dictate to you how and when you'll operate. Instead, you tell Access what you want and it does it, with no compromising. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here I've programmed a live morning drive with automated music from 9 to noon, a live satellite talk show from noon to 3, then we'll time shift a program to the 3 to 4 slot, live jock from 4 to 7, a live sports event from 7 to midnight. Then, from midnight till morning drive, a satellite music feed with a different network providing news on the hour. Whew! This is the kind of complicated schedule that Access can handle with no problem, even if it changes every day of the week. Wrinkle-free segues, smooth overlaps, fantastic fades. Access makes your automated segments sound live and your live inserts more entertaining. What if you have another purpose in mind for Access? You don't use a log and don't want to have to make a log. Well, that's fine. With Access, you can play audio in a variety of ways. Of course, you always have the option of programming music from both hard disk and CD. For individual audio cuts fired at random, you can use the Jock Effects boxes. Each page shows 28 cuts arranged in any order you want. And with 99 pages, you'll have more than 2,700 cuts to choose from. For prearranged sets of audio, the Quick Effects list lets you pre-select 8 sets of up to 10 cuts each. Should you need a larger set at any time, you can build a log as you go. In short, Access can replace all or most of the audio devices in your control room, still giving each operator complete flexibility and control of programming. Live jocks can be pretty demanding at times. Other than raises, their biggest concern is to get the best equipment for the job. The fact is, jocks that have Access have the most powerful tool available. Let's look at some of the tricks you can do with this system. Let's start by using a log. We'll call this the sweep mode, which means we'll be automated. Now this log will have all the stuff that we want to play. Songs on CD or from the hard disk. Then we might want some jingles to go with it. Now, even though we're automated, we'd like the listeners to think that there's a warm body talking to them. I'll show you several ways we can do this. You could plug in special jock liners that are custom recorded to match the log. And, you know, it might also be a good idea to occasionally tell people the time.
It's 6:14 on KMGT.
With the seamless operation of Access, it could be very tough for even the most dedicated listener to tell that he was listening to an automated station. You get exactly the sound you want, your listeners get exactly what they want to hear, and you have more control over your operational costs. Time control is one of the hardest things to do well in a digital system. Access makes it easy with the RTS, or Real-Time Scheduler. Let's say you subscribe to a satellite music service. With the RTS, you can match network closures with all the local elements you want, such as liners, IDs, local breaks, and of course time checks. But what if you want to shift the replay time of a program, feature, or newscast? Well, Access makes that easy. Record the original feed on Access, then simply schedule it for replay at the time you want. Well, what if you want to record a syndicated program that's several hours long with floating break positions? That's easy. Or how about this? What if you want to make an exact time join with a network without fading or using cheesy instrumental fill? Now that's tough for some systems, but not for Access. The power fill option turns rough programming situations into smooth transitions. Access can handle as many time-related events per day as you need, with complete control of the time of day and day of the week. With Access, you can switch transponders, start external recorders, and receive clock syncs, satellite closures, external remote and telephone commands from all kinds of sources, without glitches, compromises, or pain. But what if you want to change the items on the log? No problem. You can always add, delete, or rearrange your log anytime you want. And the same with music. You can pop up the song list, then pick and choose the songs you want. Anytime you want to check on an audio cut, it can be auditioned. Or you can pop up the production screen. An occasional change or an all-request weekend is as simple as pressing a few buttons. If you want to check out any log in the future, you can do that too. Open the log, make any changes you want, then when you escape, all the changes are saved. Piece of cake. Let's check out some other special features of the system. Rotators work as a neat little shell holding up to 50 audio cuts. Each time the source number you assign to it is used, the cuts will evenly rotate. Then there are the macros. They let you set up a series of events. When you use that source number on the log or in the Jock FX, you can repeat that whole series anytime you want. We said it at the beginning, Access can run your radio station. But more importantly, you can run Access. Just think, a fully integrated, easy to use, and affordable system that lets you run your station the way you want to is now within your reach. So, what are you waiting for? If you don't have Access, you're missing out on all the fun.